Okay, welcome back, folks. We're going to continue on our beginner session here. So we've covered the pass line. Y'all remember that, right? We've covered the field. Remember that. And we've done the come. Call. Only one thing left on this side of the betting board, on the outside here. And that's the don't pass bar. We call it the don't pass line. And the don't come bar. We just call it the don't come. So let's see what's going on here with that. We're going to go with small amounts, of course. We're going to go with $10 on the don't pass. Now let's see what happens. Now, you remember, we put $10 on the pass line, we would lose with a 2, a 3, or a 12. Win with a 7 or 11. The don't pass is the opposite. See the black and white? And a lot of times they refer to this as the dark side. Maybe that's why they put don't pass bar in black and the don't come bar in black. It's called the dark side. But it's actually got the best odds in the casino. Well, I mean, let's say on the craps table. It might even be in the casino too. Pretty darn close. So what's going to happen now, if we roll a 2 or a 3, we'll get paid on this, just like a 7 or 11 pays on the pass line. If a 12 comes, it's a pass. That's why they put the 12 on here. Don't pass, don't come. 12 comes, it's just a push. That's all that means, that's a push if a 12 comes. Okay, 7 and 11 comes, we're going to lose. 2 or 3 comes, we're going to win on that don't pass. And you can even be the roller. And if I am the shooter here, yeah, there's my $10 line bet. Doesn't matter whether it's pass line or don't pass. That's my $10 bet. That covers me to shoot. So let's move along here and throw the dice. I'm just going to random roll. A 10. That's a good number. That's a good number for the don't pass, believe it or not. Because there's only 2 ways to make that 10. And there's how many ways to make a 7? There's a lot of them. A lot more. Now, okay, got it marked and the 10 now. Now, this $10 is our, we can't take this down for the shooter. That's a locked in bet. If you weren't the shooter, you could take down, casino would like to see you take that bet down, because once you get to this point, like an 80% chance of winning or something like that. Not sure, it's up there. We could take odds on it. I don't like putting odds on it. I'd rather go with a bigger don't pass or a bigger don't come than pile odds on there. Because if you put, say it's 5 to 1 on the table, so $50 is what you could get paid. So you can put 100 on there so that you can make 50, which is 5 times. But you're putting $100 on there. If that 10 rolls, you lose that $100 and that $10. The 7 comes before the 10 is rolled. Then you're going to win 10 here, and you win half of your bet here, because that's how the odds go. It's like backwards from the pass line odds. Okay? So I'm not favorable about using odds, but okay, we're going to put 10 on the don't come. Now, don't come, it's just like the come. You put that on there, it's like a come out bet on the pass line or the don't pass line. And on the don't, the same as this, a 2 or a 3, we will win $10. If a 12 comes, that's a push. That's why they put the 12 there, just like over here. That's a push. It's starting to make sense now, some of this stuff. Yeah, I hope it should. Okay. Now, if a 7 or 11's rolled, we lose that bet. We lose it. Okay. We understand what's going on. Here we go. Random rolls. Random dice sets. Controlled throw. 7. Oh, boy. We didn't get too far on that one, did we? But that's good. You're going to see what's going to happen here. Puck's going to come off. 0.7 out. You're going to lose this bet. But you're going to win this one. Bing. Okay. Broke even. That's sort of like what playing the dark side is. Breaking even a lot. And when you get on a run, you gradually, it's a slow grind getting up there. And one hot shooter can wipe that out. So I'd rather be there for the one hot shooter than grind it out for 3-4 hours to try to make a profit. Well, it's just me. You might like it and like to stay there. Okay, so I'm going to, that 10 in the rack. We're going to have another come out throw. Still $10 on the don't pass. Here we go. I guess I'm not a good random dice setter. We have a 6. You know, 6 isn't such a good number for the don't. Because there's just as many ways to make that 6 as there is a 7 and an 8. So, let's see what happens. And we absolutely would not put any odds against it, even though the odds pay higher. Even though the odds would pay higher, we're not putting any odds on there. Okay, and now we're going to go $10 and it don't come. Let's see if we can get past 0.7 out. Come on. Oh, AC Doocy. How interesting is this getting? Okay. Oh. Because we're on the don't. Means the 2 or the 3 pays on the don't. This is already a locked bet. Made it. On the don't comes like putting it on the don't pass line again. So yeah, we're going to win $10. Bingo. Okay, that's going to go in the rack. Now even again. As I said, spend a lot of time on a slow grind building up with this strategy. And it's hours. You need to spend hours to make it work right. And you say, well, it's the same strategy the casino uses. Yeah, this casino's there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, year after year. Over that time, that's where they see their money because the odds are in their favor. Now you're playing at the same odds as them. They just tweak it a little bit with VIGs and stuff and everything so that they get their money, get a little bit of that money that you're going to take through there. They'll get it back. And over that time, it's how they make their money. Seems like they make it, though. in one night to me. Seen some terrible tables, but okay, let's roll it. Here we go. A 4. Hard 4. Nice. That's a good number. We're going to take the 10. See, normally I'd be doing this with a quarter or more, 25 or more. Because it is such a long grind, and when you make something, you don't want to spend hours there and go home with $35. the positive. You want to make more than that. So, all right, now 4 is considered good for the don't. Sorry, I put it in the wrong spot. The don'ts go back here. Just like the don'ts are up here, the other bets are here. Well, this don't goes back here, and that's a don't come. Now that's going to pay 1-to-1. If I want to put odds on that, it's only going to pay half. So if I put like $20 on there, and the 7 comes before the 4, then I'll win $10 on those odds. That's why I said I'd rather use $25 on these bets because they pay 1-to-1 rather than partial. That's how they pay. That's the advantage that this betting strategy has. And you'd probably say, well, why don't we use that? Why don't people use that all the time? Some people do. Some people do. But then there's the other people like me that like to roll the dice and like to play the pass. Because believe me, you get a good roll, there's nothing like getting paid on the pass and place bets, hard ways. Oh my word. The rack fills up quick. In an hour's time, you can go from 500 to 3,000. Less than an hour's time. And those are the hits pretty much look for. Ones I look for. Okay, we're going another $10 on the DC. So, if 7 comes now, I'll lose that DC bet, but I'll win these 2. So we're like money in the bank. As long as I don't throw a 6 or a 4. Like money in the bank. Before I throw that 7, so. Okay. We're ready to roll. And of course, if a 2 or 3 comes, I get paid right up on that thing. I've already made profit on it. Let's see what appears this time. Hard 8. Nice. Hard 8. I'll move this over to the 8. Back there is the DC. No odds. I wouldn't take any odds on 6s or 8s. They're too easy to make. Even though they pay more, they're just too easy to make. We're going to go another $10 on the DC. Okay, let me mark that 8. Okay. Hey, so far, we haven't lost anything. So far. But you know, 7's going to come sooner or later. So, comes sooner, we'll make money. Comes later, we may not make as much, or maybe we'll make a little more. Who knows? A 5. The perfect throw here is to hit every number. Hit every number. Like I'm doing right now. And move that to the don't. On the 5. Hit every number on there and then roll a 7. But I gotta tell you, I usually bet 4 bets total because I'm using green chips, you know, $25 chips. You know, I might have a 50 here and there might be 25 and 25, 25 or 50, 50, 50. Okay, so once I have 4 bets up there because I'm betting with that much money, you know, if I get a hot shooter, I can get wiped out. Yeah. But, you know, how many times do you get a hot shooter? That's right. Not many. Not anywhere near enough. All right, so, I mean, I could, all right, we'll keep playing this way because we did it with the places the same way. We'll put another $10 on the don't come. We're going to see if we can hit a 9 or a 10. See, now if a 7 comes, we're going to get $10, $20, $30, $40 and our money back. And we're going to lose that 10. So that's why I'm happy with 4 bets up there, especially when they're $50 a piece. That's $200. That's enough to have up there. I don't want to get crazy. Okay. See what we roll now. 5. All right, you're going to see what happens now. Well, 5 is rolled. That's not good. Not good. Because now we're going to lose this don't on the 5 because we made the 5. DC is going to travel to the 5 and stay there. All right, we're going to go another DC. Only because I'm showing you how the don'ts work. It's fairly simple. It's fairly simple. You know, and later on, you know, we'll get into betting the hard 6 for the amount of money you have up here on the don't. You know, I only got $10 up on there, so it cost $1 to cover the hard 6. And that just takes one of the ways away for me to lose. So it would have to be a 5-1 or a 2-4 for me to lose this bet. If it comes up a hard 6, I'll lose this bet, but I'll make $10 here on the $1 bet on the hard 6. And that's what I said. Get into the prop bets later because you can use them to hedge your bets here. Remember hedging? I don't know if I think I did. I think I went over the hedging part of it. So, okay. We lost one there. But we did hit an ace deuce, so we're pretty much even on that. Let's see what this roll brings. A 5 again. Oh, boy. I'm getting creamed by the 5s. The other night, the 5s were good to me. At the casino, they were good. Okay, we're going to mark that 5. What happens? I hit that 5 before a 7, so I lose my don't. Ah, this is terrible. It wouldn't be terrible for the past player, though. He'd be loving it. Unless he didn't have a 5 on the place bet. I'm going back up on the don't come. Now we're $10 behind on the shooter so far. Anything but a 5. An 8. Ah, it's another bad number. And this can happen. Oh, this can happen, yes. When it starts hitting numbers and you start getting knocked down. That's why I usually make it only to 4 bets. Chances are I'm not going to lose all 4 of them, but you never know. All right, so the 8 comes down because we hit it. And it gets replaced by the don't come. Now, let's discuss the don't come. If you're thinking, oh, cripes, you know, another 6 or 8's going to come right away. I don't like that number so much. You can decline it. You can say, if the dealer automatically moves it to the 8, you can say to the dealer, take that 8 down and put it back in the come. There you go. And the don't come. I call it the DC. And dealers know what DC means. Okay, you can put it back in there. Take a chance that a 7's not going to come and take it away from you because you know it's a good chance an 8's going to come. So let's try that. We'll decline the 8. We're looking for a 9 or a 10 or a 7 at this point. 9, 10, or 7. A 2 or a 3 would be all right because we get paid on that don't come. Let's set for 7. Nope, 6, front line winner. Oh boy. Doesn't matter how bad I'm throwing. I'm winning. I'm just tossing them when I grab them. Front line winner. Okay, let's mark these things up. All right, what happens there? First thing, you're going to lose your don't pass because they hit the point. All right? Next thing that's going to happen is your $10 is going to travel to the 6 now. All right. Oh, Let's go back on the don't pass for $10 because that's what we're playing. You can decide whether it's worth it or not. Okay. Now, what's going to happen here? Remember what I said? How the 2 or 3, throw that, it'll pay $10. If I throw a 7 or 11, I'm going to lose this 10. 12, push. Right here, 12, push. That's why that's there. So, but on the other hand, if I roll a 7 and lose this, I'm going to win those 3. I'm going to win those 3 up there. That 30 will come back to me along with another $30. So it doesn't matter when to come out here. You're sort of protected either way. You know, a 2 or a 3 would be nice. That's what you'd like to see. Okay, so our puck's off. It's a come out. Back $10 on the don't pass. And we got 35 in DC bets. If you just say, lay it, I got $10 laid on the 4. No, you don't. That's a lay bet. You're only going to get paid $5. And then you have to pay a VIG on top of that, by the way, which is 5%. But when you're making a lay bet, they make sure your odds come up to a number that will divide into that VIG. Okay, here we go. We're ready for the come out. Let's keep rolling. I don't know what else to cover on a don't for you. Of course, there's no DC right now because it's a come out roll. So this don't pass right here is the same as the DC after the point's made. Just that this is going to cover your point. And you need this line bet to shoot. If you're not shooting, you don't have to make this. You could just do straight DCs if you wanted to. Okay? An 8. Easy 8. Well, that's good. I didn't lose any of my bets. The 8 is the point. You were rolling 6s and 8s. Definitely wouldn't put any odds against it. Okay, so we got 6s and 8s, and we're going to put $10 on the DC because we're playing the don'ts. Now, I know people that whenever they bet the don'ts, they always take max odds on it. That can be very dangerous. Don't do that if you're a beginner. Just play this because, like I said, the odds don't even pay 1-to-1. It's always less. The odds on the 4 and 10 only pay half. You got to put up $100 to make 50. So you're better off, maybe after you're playing a while and you become more comfortable with stuff, then yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can tweak it however you want. You can play the odds. You can only play one DC with odds on it. And that's really slow grind, but unless you get really unlucky, it's pretty, you're guaranteed to make a little bit. But I don't want to make a little bit. I want to make a lot when I go. Okay, next roll. We're on the DC again. Four. Oh boy. See that? People would be maxing out odds on the 4 and the 10 when they come. Then they lose. You lose the odds. And their odds could have covered 2 of the DCs or more. Okay, so this will come down. Right? This is going to move over to the 4. I still don't want any odds. I could put $10 on there to make 5, but no thanks. Okay? And you know, if you've got like $50 DC bets up there, they're very nice. Heck, why not? Cover them hard ways. See these hard ways and what they pay? You know, if I had big bets, I'd be putting money on the hard 4, the hard 6, and the hard 8. I don't have any DC on the 10, so why would I do a hard 10? No. And that just takes another way for you to lose away from them. Okay, here we go. Six. Easy 6. Oh, boy. I'm trying to throw like a clod, too. Maybe this is what I should do at the casino. Easy 6. We come down again. Yeah, I'm showing you that. Yeah, you get a hot shooter and marked it. DC travels to the 6. Up again on the DC. Okay, now we're losing money. You're going to probably be losing money on this shooter. Not a lot. Well, it depends on how long he goes. Okay, let's go. And so far, even using the hard ways to hedge wouldn't have made a difference because they've been coming all easy ways. There's the 7. There's a 7. All right. Oh, 5-2. Okay, so on the 7, we lose the don't come. But we get paid here 10, here 10, here 10, and here 10. Now let's see what we got. I'm taking these bets down, of course. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 with the 7. So that usually a 13 roller spells a loss for the don't. Let's see how much of a loss. Because you want that average roller, you know, 5, 6, 7 rolls. That's the guy you want when you're playing this way. Okay, there's 400. We started with 500. 50, 75, 80. $80. We're down $20 after a 13 roller. Now when you start getting the short rollers, that's going to go the other way. Like I said, it's a long, slow grind. But look, we only lost $20 and that was a 13 roller. That a good roll. No, I would have made money playing the pass on that roller. Oh yeah, I'd be up a couple hundred. Okay, so that takes care of our dark side strategy here, or how to play the dark side, or don't pass in black, don't come in black, dark side. All right, thanks folks. Give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you for the next one. I believe the next one, yeah, we'll be starting our prop bets on the next one. Oh, baby. Get to get a load of these. Especially if you don't know anything. If you don't know anything about the game and we get to this part, it's not really that hard. It's just remembering all of it. And I'll say it again. Props is the hardest game in the casino to learn and play. It's very complex. But if you learn it in sections like this, okay, we know all this here, you know. Then we'll start doing this, and you're gonna say, "Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that, or I don't like that." Good. You won't play them because these are considered bets that you just want to give away money. But when you're get a little more experience and you see a lot of the numbers and how things can roll and how they can come out, they can be great to hedge your bet with. They can really save you on some devastating blows if something goes crazy. So, okay. Thanks for watching. Next one.